I'm Zach, and helping me today is my little brother Hall.
Hey, what's up?
And today we are going to be showing you guys how to build a shelter. Now when you're building a shelter, a lot of it depends on certain situations. Like, let's say you and a couple buddies, you just want to go out and rough it on your 2 or 3 day camping trip. You don't want to bring any gear. You'd go out, you'd look for a shelter that's already pretty much naturally made. You wouldn't want to put a lot of time and effort into it. But we're going to be building this shelter as if you're in a situation where you need to stay put and look to be rescued or something like that. Alright, when you're looking for a place to put up a survival shelter, there's many factors that need to be put into it. First and foremost, you'd really like to have a nice open area where if you're looking to get rescued, you have a very big visual of where you can be seen. This is a good place for a signal fire or whatnot. Then also, you also want to be close to water as well. But there is a danger of being too close to water. If you're in a valley with mountains or ridges on each side and you're right by a river, that's a prime place for a flash flood. So you don't want to be right there. And also if you're just by a little stream or something right by it, that's a perfect place for mosquitoes and everything just kind of live and lay their eggs, and they can just end up bugging the crap out of you. Not to mention some can be deadly, carrying diseases. But we found a good place here. It's a strong tree. It fell over during those tornadoes that went through Alabama and here in Tennessee. You see, this is plenty strong to support my weight. One of the only problems I might see is it's pretty wide and it goes all the way across, so I mean it's great. We can easily lay vertically or horizontally, but we're going to need some strong support beams to lay across. And I got some sawgrass actually, and I split it in 3 and I tied the top and I wove it together to make a little bit of string. I'll show you that in a second, but we're going to go ahead and get started, so we'll keep you updated. Alright, so earlier I was talking about some sawgrass that I made into some string. This is it. You gotta be careful getting this stuff because it'll really cut you up. But as you can see, I got to the top. I tied 3 of them together, and then I just kind of weaved them, and I came and I tied it down to the end. I mean, this stuff's real strong, really flexible. It's not gonna break, so it's just really good string. I mean, that's just a very useful tool. But really, all we're gonna be using to build the shelter is we have a parang. Hall's going to be using a little hatchet, and then, you know, we've just got some Gatorades and waters. Alright, first what we're going to do, we're going to clear out the floor. So, I'm just going to grab all this wood, all the bigger pieces. I'll worry about smaller pieces later. And after that, I think we're going to start with the roof. So, we're going to go cut some small trees, make some sturdy beams we go across that can handle the roof. So right now we're starting to do the framework, and basically what I'm doing, I just got that string I made. Yeah, it's starting to rain. I'll just get that string I made, and I'm going to come kind of exit over and just tie it down so that when I anchor all this, it can handle a lot more weight than if I just try to lay it across right here. Alright, so as you can tell, it's raining, it's pretty hot, pretty humid, but we've got done with our A-frame and now we're working on some roofing. So I'm using these kind of plants because they're pretty spread out, and I'm using a parang. And the good thing about the parang is you have a lot bigger surface area for cutting than a hatchet, and it's also flexible, so when you hit, you can always kind of just pop it out like that, and it helps a lot. Alright, a lot more efficient way of getting your roofing for your shelter is to cut several at a time, line them up, kind of bundle them up and take them back like this, because if you do this, you can turn 6 trips into 1 trip. That could save you 30 minutes, you know, so just survival is a lazy man's game. Remember that. Okay, so Hall right now is just grabbing some tall grass, and we are going to put this at the base of our shelter to kind of shield us from the hard ground, and if it gets cold or not, kind of keep our heat in. But let's go back. We're almost done with the shelter. We'll show you how it looks. Alright, so we're arriving here at our shelter. You see some grass is out, our roof's really coming together, but as you see Hall, he's just kind of sprinkling it on there to just try and cover the ground. And actually that grass is a great habitat because, how tall do you think it is, Hall? About 1.5 feet?
Yeah, about 18 inches.
So it's pretty high up there, and if it rained or anything, if you ever needed water, you could always just take your shirt off, tie it around your leg, around the bottom part in between your knee and your ankle, and you could just walk through that grass and that shirt would soak up a lot of water. And alright, so pretty much done with our campsite. I just want to show you a few quick things. Right here we just made a fire pit. We kind of dug out the bottom a little bit, and then these sticks, because it just finished raining, we kind of lined these sticks up across, so if we had to make a fire, you know, it'd be off the wet ground, and also that lets air get under it. Coming over here, here's our shelter. We didn't put a wall or anything right here because the trees kind of make a little parabola, and it's just pretty much rain won't get through that, and it's just a little natural shelter. In here you can see Hall laid out all this grass. It's real nice, and our roof's just pretty thick. I mean, this isn't bad at all for an hour's work. And then let's come check out the outside. And right out here is the front of it. You can see how thick the roof is. And then we added this little wall over here, and that's pretty much it. This is all, and all we did it with was a prang and a hatchet. So it took us about an hour. It really wasn't hard to do, but this is Zach Allen checking out.